Welcome to the Comprehensive Trip Log or CTL training. The following slides will show you how to properly fill out the CTL forms. Registered waste tire haulers must mail CalRecycle the bottom white copy of their CTL form within 14 days after their trip is complete. The information in this video will help protect you from breaking the law. The Comprehensive Trip Log is commonly referred to as the CTL or Waste Tire Manifest. The generator, meaning any person generating waste or used tires, must use registered waste tire haulers whenever 10 or more waste or used tires are removed from their site in a single load. By using a hauler that is not registered, there is potential that the generator may face penalties from CalRecycle should the tires end up illegally dumped along the roadside or at an illegal location. As the hauler, it is your responsibility to accurately complete the CTL receipt corresponding to each particular pickup or delivery. Once you have completed the receipt, you must have the generator or end-use facility initial the receipt showing that the information is correct. An end-use facility is a facility that accepts waste or used tires for disposal. The receipt is to be kept for 3 years at the generator's or end-use facility's place of business. End users are encouraged to accept waste or used tires from unregistered tire haulers. However, CalRecycle requires that the end user complete the CalRecycle 204 form to report these haulers so that they can be contacted and made aware of the laws and regulations and encouraged to become a registered hauler. A link to this form is at the end of this video. What is the purpose of the CTL form? The CTL form provides CalRecycle a mechanism to track the flow of tires from the point of generation to the point of recycling, reuse, or disposal within California and elsewhere as required by California law. It assists CalRecycle and its representatives to identify illegal waste and used tire storage or disposal locations. It identifies those tire haulers that are not abiding by the same laws and regulations that you, as a registered waste tire hauler, are required to comply with. There are 3 ways to obtain CTL forms. You can contact the Waste Tire Hotline at 866-896-0600 and have one of our technicians assist you with your order, or you can request forms by mail or fax by submitting a completed CalRecycle 681 form, comprehensive trip log, and receipts order form. You can also request CTL forms online, which is the fastest and most convenient way to obtain CTL forms. Please be aware that CalRecycle will look at your request and make a determination on the appropriate quantity of forms to be shipped. A link at the end of this video presentation will show you where to obtain the CalRecycle 681 form and to request CTL forms online. All registered haulers are required to use the CTL form or a CalRecycle approved alternate tire manifest form. This form shall be used for all waste or used tire shipments, regardless of the amount picked up from or delivered to any location within California. For other haulers, exempt government, common carrier, and agricultural haulers, you are required to use the CTL form for loads of 10 or more waste or used tires in a single trip. The table below explains the responsibilities of the generator, end-use facility, and hauler as required by CalRecycle. As previously mentioned, all generators must use a registered waste tire hauler when there are 10 or more waste or used tires being removed. This includes a chain of tire stores when they are moving tires from one store to another. The tire hauler reports on behalf of the generator and end-use facility and completes the CTL form whenever a load is picked up or delivered to a location. Or, in other words, every time a tire hits the ground or goes onto your truck, a CTL must be completed. If you are a waste or used tire generator, remember, you must use a registered waste tire hauler if 10 or more waste or used tires leave your shop. Generators, end-use facilities, and waste tire haulers must keep their CTL receipts at their place of business for 3 years. They must be ready to show the receipts to a CalRecycle or local waste tire agency representative during an inspection. Remember, the CTL form must be completed, verified as correct, and initialed by the generator prior to the tire load leaving the generator location. The CTL document must be presented to any peace officer or CalRecycle representative upon demand. The CTL form has 3 layers: a white top sheet with 3 perforated receipts, a yellow middle sheet, and a white sheet on heavier paper. The top sheet has 3 receipts. One receipt is given by the hauler to the generator or end-use facility every time tires are picked up or dropped off. Remember, every time tires go on or off the registered hauler's vehicle, a receipt must be filled out, even at the hauler's own place of business. The middle or yellow copy is the hauler's copy. The hauler must keep the yellow copies at their place of business for 3 years and show the receipts to a CalRecycle or local waste tire agency representative during an inspection. The third sheet is a thicker, heavier form which will be mailed by the hauler to CalRecycle within 14 days of the first tire transaction on the CTL form. Remember, every time tires go on or off the registered vehicle, a CTL receipt is filled out, even at a hauler's own shop. After the form has been completed, fold the third sheet in half, seal it using the adhesive label at the top of the form, and mail it to CalRecycle within 14 days. The forms have a prepaid postage label, so there is no mailing cost to the hauler. Remember, it is the hauler's responsibility to make all entries on the CTL form legible and within the appropriate boxes. Also, because there are 3 layers of the CTL form, you must press hard with a pen to make sure the information on the top page makes it all the way to the bottom page. If a business stamp or label is used for the hauler, generator, or end-use facility address, it must be applied on all 3 copies of the CTL form. Be careful not to place the form under anything that you may be writing on, as this will transpose onto the bottom copies. For example, you may be filling out an invoice when the CTL is underneath, and you may make the information illegible. Now for a closer look at the top of the CTL form. The top of the CTL form is the header portion. It has a lot of important information that the hauler must enter before the first load, pickup, or delivery is documented. The following information must be entered: the current year decal number that is on your vehicle, the license plate number and the state of issuance, the tire hauler business name and address, and then the driver's printed name, signature, and date. Below the header portion are 3 tear-off receipts. At the bottom of the CTL form is receipt A, then the middle is receipt B, and lastly, at the top, is receipt C. Each receipt is for a separate transaction, a delivery or pickup. Now we can discuss what information goes on to each receipt. On each receipt, the left part of the receipt is for the tire hauler information, such as their TPID number, hauler's business name, and phone number. Remember, the TPID number is for the hauler registration location, not the generator or end-use facility location. If you are not sure what TPID to use, look at the hauler registration certificate and use the TPID listed at the bottom right corner of the certificate. For example, in the case of Houdini Hauling, the hauler TPID number will always be 1775502-01. For the phone number, we suggest that you use your contact phone number, so if the customer wants to get in touch with you directly, they can. This would also give an indication as to which store the CTL form number was generated from. The center part of the receipt is for tire load information. Check only one box, either for pickup or delivery, but never check both boxes on the same CTL receipt. Each delivery or pickup uses a separate CTL receipt, so if you're picking up the tires from your store and delivering them to another site, then you will need to fill out 2 receipts, one for the pickup and one for the delivery. Enter the load date using 2 digits each for month, day, and year. Check only one of the load types. The amount on the receipt means the number of tires or weight, not the dollar amount. The right part of the receipt is the facility information where the tires were either picked up from or delivered to. Such information as facility TPID and phone number, company name, and address must be written down in this box. After the receipt has been completed by the tire hauler, it must be initialed by the responsible person at the facility to verify that all information is complete and correct. If you don't know the TPID, the facility operator should have it posted in a conspicuous location or ask them. If they are not sure, call CalRecycle at 1-866-896-0600 toll-free to search for the number or get a new TPID number for the facility. The accuracy and completeness of CTL information is a shared responsibility between all parties, the tire hauler, generator, and end-use facility operator. Review the CTL form before mailing it. Be certain the header portion is completely filled out, as well as the receipts showing pickups or deliveries. It is not important if you use all 3 receipts on the form for pickups or deliveries, or only 2 receipts per form, as long as the forms are completed accurately. If you do not have a TPID number for a pickup or delivery location and need one, call the Waste Tire hotline at 1-866-896-0600 toll-free. If you make a mistake on a CTL receipt, or pre-print your hauler or client information on a receipt but don't end up using it, please print void across the receipt so that it will not be considered an incomplete CTL receipt. If you make any changes to the form after the generator or end-use facility operator have initialed their copy, make the change, but mail or fax them a corrected copy of the CTL receipt to update their records. This is important to ensure that what CalRecycle has in their database matches the CTL receipts held by your clients. If your clients have inaccurate CTL records when they are inspected, this may subject them as well as the hauler to administrative penalties. If they are penalized because of your mistake, they may decide to use a different hauler in the future. Remember, a carelessly completed form is a violation and can cost time and money. Make sure your forms are accurate and complete before submitting to CalRecycle. As mentioned in the previous slides, here are the links. Unregistered hauler and comprehensive trip log substitution form 204, which the end-use facility must complete to report unregistered haulers making deliveries of 10 or more waste or used tires at their facility. The comprehensive trip log and receipts order form 681 to order your CTLs. Online request for CTL forms is the fastest way to receive your free CTLs. Only registered haulers may request CTLs, which are free of charge and provided in appropriate amounts. Use this link for faster delivery. We hope that you have a better understanding on how to complete the CTL form. If you have any questions, need to verify or generate TPID numbers, call CalRecycle at 866-896-0600 toll-free Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hotline support is available in Spanish and English.